10. Hi again, everybody. I'm Don Orsillo, and welcome to Red Sox baseball. Well, Dustin Pedroia is finally back. Of course, he had the broken bone in his foot back on June 26th against the Giants. He ends up missing 45 games, has 2 rehab starts for the Pawtucket Red Sox, and here he is. The question is he ready?
I mean, I don't think I'm going to be 100% the rest of the way, but I don't think it really matters. It's good enough to where that bone won't break off. Knock on wood. So, here we are. Yeah, it's tough. I mean, we were playing good ball, and I got hurt. Victor, we all got hurt kind of at the same time. So that part was tough, but you see how Victor impacted the lineup right away. So hopefully I can do that.
We welcome in Jerry Remy. And Jerry, after so much bad news for the Red Sox tonight, they get good news in the return of their second baseman, Dustin Pedroia.
Well, they do, Don. And, before he went on to disable us after getting hit in the foot by that foul ball in San Francisco, he was really on fire for the Boston Red Sox. You can see the numbers right there. The last 14 games, a .491 batting average, had a career-high 3 home runs on June 24th against Colorado, and, of course, had a couple of rehab stints for Pawtucket, 1 for 6 down at AAA before joining the Red Sox. And the Red Sox did miss him. They were 1 game over 500 when he was out of the lineup. So, they really did miss him very, very much. So hopefully he comes back tonight and he's able to be somewhat of the Dustin Pedroia of the past. Sometimes it takes time, but he wouldn't surprise me to come back tonight and get 3 hits off Weaver. He's that kind of guy.
Red Sox have to deal with Jared Weaver. We'll talk more about that in a bit as we return to Fenway Park after this.
Williams swing, and there's a line right to deep right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Fenway Park.
Jared Weaver leads the league in strikeouts and leads his Angels team into Fenway Park for Game 1 of a 3-game series. Hi again, everybody. I'm Don Orsillo, and welcome back inside the broadcast booth. Well, the Angels are here, a team that swept the Boston Red Sox in the American League Division Series last year very quickly. The Red Sox this year have taken their frustrations out on the Angels. They've not lost to the LA Angels so far in 2010. The Red Sox have a team average during the regular season of 100 points higher than the Angels. They've also outscored the Angels by 29 runs. The last time the Red Sox won as many as 7 games in a season against the Angels was in 2000 when they went 9-1 against them. Well, tonight the Red Sox get Dustin Pedroia back, but there are still members of the Red Sox who are injured, as Heidi Watney explains.
Well, Don, some positive news on Jason Varitek. He caught a bullpen for the first time on Sunday. He caught another one today. He also did some catching drills with bullpen coach Gary Tuck today. He said he's been able to run at 100% and take batting practice, so he's doing pretty good. Varitek had a CT scan yesterday, and Terry Francona talked about his progress today.
There's a lot of improvement. It still hasn't fully healed. So he's going to get examined tonight, I believe tonight. I think at this point the examination is actually more important than what the scan says. The pain he's still having is a little bit off of where the bone was broken. So, and he's doing a great job. I mean, he's running better probably now than he was before. So we'll hopefully have a little bit more of an update then too.
Now, Varitek said he should be able to either go out on a rehab assignment or be activated at the end of the week. The team hasn't decided yet if he'll need a rehab assignment or not. As for Jacoby Ellsbury, he went out to L.A. to be examined by Dr. Yoakum. Again, no word yet on how that examination went, but the initial CT scan showed new inflammation in his ribs as well as a small fracture. They couldn't tell if that was the old fracture or a new fracture, which is why he's being examined further. This injury report is brought to you by Fallon Community Health Plan. Contact your broker or visit fchp.org. Don?
On the mound for the Red Sox is Clay Buchholz, 13-5 on the season, 3-2 lifetime against L.A. First pitch is next. Southwest Airlines, your New England Subaru dealers, Dunkin' Donuts, your New England Ford dealers, your local Infinity dealer, TGI Fridays, and by Toshiba. Dustin Pedroia back And what a welcome sight it is to have the Red Sox MVP second baseman back out there tonight. After his long stint on the DL, missing 45 games, he is back and very much needed by the Red Sox. Welcome back by his double play combo as Marco Scutaro alongside. Well, let's check out the visiting Angels lineup on junior announcer night here at Fenway Park.
Hi, I'm Danny of Tingsboro, Massachusetts. Leading off for the Angels, the left fielder, Bobby Abreu. At second base, Meiser is Turris. The third baseman, Alberto Callaspo. In right field, Torrey Hunter. The DH, Hideki Matsui. The shortstop, Eric Ibar. At first base, Mike Napoli. The catcher, Bobby Wilson. And batting ninth, the center fielder, Peter Borges.
Thanks very much, Danny, as Bobby Abreu will be leading it off against Clay Buchholz, who makes his 21st start of the year. He is 13-5 with a 2.49 earned run average. He's logged 126 in the third innings, and the opponent is hitting at 226 against Buchholz. Mentioned earlier, he is 3-2 in his career against the Angels, but a win last time out against the Blue Jays in an 8-inning effort. 1 run, it was unearned. Walked 2 and struck out 4. Bobby Abreu leading off for the Angels. We've seen him in many different capacities in this Angels lineup, and now leading off for them tonight is he has moved from right field to left field as part of the shuffle for the Angels now, as Torrey Hunter has moved to right field for the Angels. First pitch is in there for strike 1 from Clay Buchholz, and we're underway. Bobby Abreu at 266, 14 homers and 65 runs batted in. Fly ball to left field, hit well. McDonald looking up, and it is high off the green monster. McDonald plays the carom and quickly guns it into second base, but Abreu is there. A double to start the first inning, and that one almost got out of here.
Now, Bobby Abreu going the other way. That's now a 9-game hitting streak for Abreu as he takes a high fastball from Clay Buchholz and just misses a home run to the opposite field. Buchholz happy the ball stayed in the ballpark.
Abreu at second base to get it started here in the first inning, and it brings up Meiser as Turris. They're in at the corners. As Torres grounds it to first, Lowell looks to third now, has to flip to first. Buchholz was late in getting over, and a little stutter step, and he may have hurt himself. Might have gotten cleated as the out made, but Buchholz is hurt. He was tardy in getting over and had to hurry some fancy footwork, and I think he may have gotten stepped on.
It looked like at first that Mike Lowell wanted to go to third base with that ground ball, and then all of a sudden decided that he had to go to first base, and it became a race between Meiser Turris and Buchholz. It looked like they got right on the back of the leg of Clay Buchholz.
So a couple of warm-up tosses here is kind of still wincing from the pain.
As Buchholz is slowed up once he saw Lowell look toward third base, now he has to pick it up. And let's see where he gets hit. It looks like maybe on the side of the foot.
Says he's all right. Certainly we'll keep an eye on that and see how that materializes now, as Abreu took third. And the ground out to first base, 1 out. Abreu at third base, 90 feet away for Alberto Callaspo. Comes over from the Kansas City Royals, and he's now batting third in this Angels lineup as he takes ball 1. He's had a good season for the Angels, a chance to play on an everyday basis. Grounded back to the mound. Buchholz coming home with it, and they got Abreu trapped. Running him back is Victor Martinez, and the throw to second base is not going to be in time. Abreu is out, but Callaspo is able to get into scoring position. And staying in the rundown long enough was Abreu to allow him to get into scoring position.
Yeah, good job by Bobby Abreu. First of all, on a ball back to the pitch, you're really not supposed to go. I think he got caught in that situation where he got trapped. Then he stayed in that rundown long enough. Dustin Pedroia making the catch, but not able to get back in time to make the tag at second base. Looks like Dustin was on his way in to maybe get caught in that rundown that everybody was involved in.
So 2 down here in the first inning. Callaspo at second base, and Torrey Hunter, mentioned earlier, moving from center field to right field. Make room for Peter Borges, who the Angels moved up and into center field. And Torrey Hunter, the Gold Glove winner so many times over, making that move to right field. And Abreu's in left, so a shift for the Angels, much different than we're used to seeing. And like Socha, much different, certainly in his position in the standings from what we're used to seeing. 8 games back of the Texas Rangers in the American League West. So it's sliced foul, and it's 1-1.
Red Sox defense is brought to you by Verizon Wireless. They're 7th in the league. Tonight they'll have Adrian Beltre at third base, Marco Scutero the shortstop, Dustin Pedroia at second, and Mike Lowell at first base. Left to right, Darnell McDonald, Ryan Kalish, and J.D. Drew, and Victor Martinez doing the catching for Clay Buchholz.
Pedroia back at his normal spot at second base. 2 outs here in the first inning. Callaspo at second base. Torrey Hunter returned from his 4-game suspension on Wednesday. He'd been suspended by Major League Baseball for his actions after he'd been ejected from Friday night's game at Detroit. He kind of lost his cool as this one is popped up into shallow left. Darnell McDonald wanders in and puts it away. Dustin Pedroia will be coming up for the Red Sox, batting second as we come back to Fenway after this. Sox coming up on this junior announcer night from Fenway.
Hi, I'm Danny of Tingsboro, Massachusetts. Leading off for the Red Sox, the shortstop, Marco Scutero. At second base, Dustin Pedroia. The DH, David Ortiz. The catcher, Victor Martinez. The third baseman, Adrian Beltre. In right field, J.D. Drew. The first baseman, Mike Lowell. In center field, Ryan Kalish. And batting ninth, the left fielder, Darnell McDonald.
Our thanks to Danny for handling both the starting lineups tonight as Marco Scutero leading it off against Jared Weaver. Weaver leading the league in strikeouts. 182 Ks on the year. 11-7 record coming in. His 26th appearance of the year. Opponent sitting at just .219 against Weaver's had a fabulous year. It is outside Scudero, 2-1. No decision last time out against Kansas City. 8-inning effort, giving up 1 run. He struck out 11 and walked 2 and got a no decision. Fourth time this season that he's had more than 10 Ks in a game. As the pitch misses high, and it's 3-1.
Made 1 start this year against the Red Sox. He's 0-1, but a 2.57 ERA in his career. 2-3 against Boston teams.
The game against Kansas City was matched up against Zach Greinke, incidentally. And allowed just the 1 run, striking out 11. Marco Scudero at .268 with 7 home runs and 40 runs batted in. That's a fly ball to center field. We're just waiting for it to come down. It does for out number 1. What a welcome sight this is. The return to Fenway for Dustin Pedroia.
Pedroia.
First pitch he sees, he lines into the seats, right out of the chute.
Breaking ball on the first pitch to Pedroia. He's ready to go. Line shot, but foul. He admitted this afternoon that he was nervous waiting for this game to start tonight.
Back on his 27th birthday, waiting on an 0-1. And it's in the dirt. It's 1-1. You could tell on a daily basis, Jerry, it was wearing on him not to be part of this, and seeing him in the dugout every day and in the clubhouse. You talk about a guy who lives to be on the field. This is it. And a guy who it absolutely killed him to be sitting in that dugout and not being able to help. And now he can.
I think he got a little wake-up call, too, because, you know, when he first got hurt, he thought he'd be back a lot quicker than what he expected to, everybody else expected. And when the doctors told him, look, you could create some tremendous damage with this if you don't take it slow. So he had to slow things down. And finally back in here tonight.
Yeah, every time he felt pain, they'd tell him you need to stop at that point, and he just, in the beginning, wasn't understanding, and then certainly did and took the time to get right, and he is right, as he said before the game, maybe not 100%, but may not be the rest of the year, but good enough. And certainly the Red Sox need him, as they do all of their returning players from what has been an amazing season from an injury standpoint. Just not the number of injuries, but the quality of players you're talking about. As Pedroia strikes out looking in his first at-bat back, and there's 2 down in the first inning.
A nasty pitch by Weaver, too. Fastball outside corner. Weaver throwing across his body like that, and that's a pretty unhittable pitch right there from Weaver.
So you miss as much time as he did. I mean, I can't imagine he's going to get his timing back overnight.
Now, I tell you, you never know how guys are going to respond. You know, some guys come out, they get 2 or 3 hits their first night, then they struggle for a while. It takes a while to get back into the first flow of things, especially if you've only had, you know, a few minor league appearances with the at-bat. So it's going to take a while.
2 outs here in the first inning. David Ortiz off the end of the bat, fouls it off. It's part of our key matchup tonight, which is brought to you by New England Honda dealers. Good numbers against Jared Weaver. A couple of home runs. 304 batting average. Outside ball 1-1. David at 261, 26 homers, 77 runs batted in. Just 1 for 11 in the series against Texas. A very quiet weekend. It's on the inside corner at 94, and it's 1-2.
Weaver will throw the fastball, the curveball, the slider, and the changeup. This is a fastball inside part of the plate to David Ortiz.
Trying to come in again, and this time doesn't get the call. Weaver thought he had it. It's 2-2.
Even tries to go right back to the same spot and just missed inside.
Got to step towards the dugout. Gets Scudero to fly out to center. He gets Pedroia to strike out looking. Now 2-2 pitch to Ortiz. Swing and a miss. Strikes out David. Back-to-back Ks in the inning. We're scoreless after one. The Jimmy Fund Radio Telethon. Follow the march to this year's goal of $5 million on the Arbella Insurance Tote Board. Every gift counts, so don't forget to make yours. Arbella, here for the Jimmy Fund, here for good. It is the second inning back at Fenway Park, and Hideki Matsui leads it off for the Angels and carves it foul. We're scoreless from Fenway. Matsui, Ibar, and Napoli bat in the inning. Matsui hitting at .251, 15 homers, 59 runs batted in. Got a 4-hit game over the weekend, but still in the midst of a 3-for-24 stretch. And they're just missing, I should say, 1-1, 96 on the fastball that time from Buchholz.
He's had good success against Clay Buchholz, a .417 batting average against Clay.
1-1, a broken back grounder up the middle. Pedroia can't get there. The diving bid and just off his glove. He slowed it down a tad. And Matsui's aboard to begin things here in the second inning.
Now Matsui gets a cut fastball that time from Buchholz. It sounded like he broke his bat on the ball heading up the middle. There's the dive by Pedroia, just deflecting it and knocking it down. So the base hit for Matsui, who is now 6 for his last 9.
Matsui aboard to begin things here in the second inning. Eric Ibar, the batter. Outside, ball 1. Ibar in the middle of a 4-for-22 skid. 271 average overall, 5 home runs, 26 runs batted in. He's second in the majors with 30 infield hits. Has 12 bunt singles this season. 1-0 is a swing and a miss, 1-1.
Excellent changeup there by Buchholz. Pulls the string and keeps the ball down and away from Ibar.
Ibar chops it towards second. Pedroia will tag the runner and throw to first for double play. Trying to do some dancing to avoid him was Matsui, but he applies the tag on him and then fires to first to get Ibar. Did it all quickly, and there's 2 quick outs.
And Matsui actually made it easy for Dustin Pedroia. Usually you drop to the ground and make him reach down to tag him. He just stayed up and made it easy for the tag and then the throw to first base. So Pedroia, instead of going to short to first, he just tags him himself and then goes to first base to get the second out. Base runners are generally taught in that situation, just fall to the ground and make the second baseman go down and tag you.
2 down for Mike Napoli, the first baseman. Napoli taking strike 1, of course, without Kendry Morales for the rest of the year. He's been gone and will be gone as, of course, injured on a walk-off home run celebration, one of the stranger injuries you'll ever see. Napoli, who was a catcher by trade, able to play at first base for Mike Scioscia. He's done a nice job in the absence. He's had a very good offensive season, 19 homers. They had 52 runs batted in from Mike Napoli. Ball 2 outside, 2-1. And the Angels losing John Lackey. Of course, Sean Figgins, 2 huge losses for them coming into this season. The loss of Kendry Morales at first base. It has not been an easy season for Mike Scioscia. And the Angels find themselves behind a very good Texas Rangers team that we just saw.
Yeah, but it's going to be a tough accomplishment to make up 8 games against the Rangers the way that they're playing.
Napoli swings at the 3-1 and grounds it foul. Well, the kind people from D'Angelo were just here in between innings, and they're able to bring us some lobster rolls and some steak and cheese sandwiches for everyone in the booth as they wrap up their lobster season with the surf and turf meal deal. You get the lobster salad sandwich, of course, and then you can also get the steak, which is outstanding, the steak and cheese. This is to right field. It's right at J.D. Drew, and it ends the second inning. Getting it a half done. We're scoreless from the fence. Is brought to you in part by your Boston area Lexus dealers. We are scoreless as we head to the bottom of the second inning back at Fenway Park. Victor Martinez, Adrian Beltre, and J.D. Drew It's Jared Weaver, who retired the side in order. 16 pitches in the first inning, struck out both Pedroia and Ortiz. But Pedroia looking, Ortiz swinging. Victor Martinez grounds one to short. Ibar on the run and in time to get Martinez. All kinds of backspin on that. One down. Overstock.com presents the ultimate Red Sox experience, which includes turning the scoreboard during the Red Sox-Yankees game on October the 2nd. Go to Overstock.com for details. One out. Weaver has retired the first 4 he's faced tonight, and here's Adrian Beltre. 328, 22 homers, and 80 runs batted in. Beltre starting the night 4th in the American League in batting average at 328. Just saw Josh Hamilton, who sets the pace in the American League, hitting at 362. Sets the pace in the majors, for that matter.
The 3 guys ahead of Beltre, Josh Hamilton, as Don mentioned, Cabrera and Joe Mauer are the Minnesota Twins.
I told you the success the Red Sox have had against the Angels. How about Beltre individually? As he drives one out towards right field and deep, Torrey Hunter back at the bullpen. He'll leap and make the catch. Torrey Hunter robs Adrian Beltre of a home run. He has done it so many times before, and he does it again. Beltre can't believe it.
Well, so many times he's done it from center field, this time from right field. Torrey Hunter getting the job done. Times it perfectly right back to the Red Sox bullpen. He'll brace himself, he'll go up into the leap, and take a home run away from Beltre.
Nine career Gold Gloves for Hunter. What a grab. Inside's got to be hurting him a little bit as he grabs onto it.
Yeah, I got to take that back. I said he braced himself. He did not brace himself. He just went crashing right into that wall. See the response from Jared Weaver. He thought it was gone when contact was made. Now watch this.
How about that? The 0-2 pitch is down low. And it's 1-2. We got good news. Beltre got bad news. I still can't believe it. The wall is at the wrong height if you're an outfielder doing that. We've seen so many outfielders, ribs, hips, whatever, hitting over there. He just hit it in the wrong spot. And Torrey Hunter that time getting it. But does not get into the bullpen. Hunter goes and gets it and brings it back in to rob Adrian Beltre. 1-2 to Drew is inside. And it's 2-2. JD at 264, 16 homers, 57 runs batted in. Ball chopped by the mound as Turris on the run and in time to get Drew. And to end the inning, a 9-pitch, 1-2-3 inning, scoreless after 2. is brought to you in part by Eastern Bank, the official bank of the Red Sox television network. Eastern Bank, the best team in banking. Torrey Hunter robbing Adrian Beltre of a home run, reaching into the bullpen. Did the same thing to Barry Bonds, you may remember back in an All-Star game some years ago. Bonds ended up picking him up as he came back from the outfield during the All-Star game. He has robbed so many and has robbed Beltre tonight. Now Bobby Wilson leading it off here, the catcher. Wilson at 229 to start tonight. 4 home runs, 13 runs batted in. And 2 home runs and 5 RBIs on Saturday night. The game of his career is take strike 2, 1 and 2. His first Angels catcher to have 2 home runs in a game since Mike Napoli did it in April of 2009. And the Angels are now 15-5 in the starts that he's made this year. It is on the corner. And Clay Buchholz picks up his first K of the night. One down here in the 3rd inning.
Now that may have been a little bit generous for Clay Buchholz, but he'll certainly take it. Keeping the fastball away from Wilson with 2 strikes and gets the benefit of the call.
One out here in the 3rd inning. Peter Borges, the batter. And the new center fielder for the Angels. Borges is very impressive in the outfield. He was very quiet over the series against Toronto. 0 for 10 in the series, hitting at just 135. Since joining the Angels, he has been starting in center field each of the last 12 games after being called up on August the 3rd. And a guy now that can bunt too for Mike Scioscia. Executed the squeeze bunt to give the Angels the lead in the eventual game-winning run in the 5th inning on Tuesday night in Kansas City. So we know Mike Scioscia likes to squeeze, likes to do a lot of different things. This year's roster has not lended itself to really a lot of that kind of stuff for Mike Scioscia. Certainly missing Sean Figgins, who is a very big part of what Mike likes to do.
A little bit different style of play for the Angels this year than we've seen in the past.
3-0 pitch. It's in there for a strike, and it's 3-1. Borges recalled from Salt Lake, made his major league debut on August the 3rd at Baltimore. And that's when Torrey Hunter made the start in right field. First time that he had been anywhere but center since 1999. And Hunter realizing the importance of the call-up and making that move, and really the veteran move by Torrey Hunter, not to kind of block it and go along with it. He's known as a very good teammate, and that's not changed. Borges grounds one to shortstop. Scudero's got it. They throw the first in time. 2 down. It's time now for the double play packs. Make your way to Fenway Park this August and September with the Red Sox double play packs. For more information or to buy yours, visit redsox.com/doubleplay. Two down in the 3rd inning. Bobby Abreu doubled in the 1st inning. One of 2 hits of Clay Buchholz in the game tonight. Bobby Abreu named the American League Player of the Week today after hitting safely in each of his 6 games played last week. Hit at .524 last week, was 11 for 21. 2 home runs, 5 RBIs. Led the league in on-base percentage at .615 and slugging percentage at .952. A double high off the wall his first at bat. Right in the 9-game hitting streak coming in. 8 coming in. It's now 9 with that hit off the wall and left.
Now, Bobby Abreu always has been a very, very patient hitter. Sees a lot of pitches in an at bat.
Still running a little bit. He's got 16 stolen bases on the year. As this one hits the umpire, deflected by Martinez, and gets a piece of Brian O'Nora. Two pitch to Abreu trying to come in. They do down and in and miss at 97. And it's a full count. On deck is Meiser's Turris. 2 outs here in the 3rd inning. Red Sox beginning a 9-game homestand after coming off a 10-game trip in which they were 5-5. There's a ground ball right side. Pedroia to his left has got it. Abreu is gone, and so is Los Angeles in the 3rd. 2.5 done. No score from Fenway. Healthcare Products Company is a proud sponsor of the Red Sox Foundation, helping to address health needs in our communities. So a pinkish hue over the skyline here in Boston right now. It's sunset as we head to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Bottom 3rd of the Red Sox order: Mike Lowell, Ryan Kalish, and Darnell McDonald featured in the inning. Jared Weaver's retired the first 6 Red Sox he has faced. Lowell pops it up foul. That'll get back and out of play.
Well, I must say it's nice to be home. A 10-game road trip, finishing off in that blast furnace of Texas. We get back here to Fenway Park. Beautiful weather tonight. Beautiful sunset to the west.
I can't imagine what it was like to play on Sunday in the final game of that series.
Ugh.
Fly ball to right field has Hunter going back. And he'll make the catch for the first out of the inning as we check in with Heidi.
Well, Don, things are looking up for the Red Sox, who got their Gold Glove second baseman back today. And despite all of the injuries, they've managed to stay within striking distance in the AL East, just 5.5 games back of the Yankees and Rays, who are in the tie for first. GM Theo Epstein talked today about what the team needs to do down the stretch.
It's been hard to accomplish the type of winning streak that we're going to need to tighten this race up a little bit. So now that we're back home and now that we're probably as healthy as we're going to be, no better time than to roll off a few wins. But how important is the homestand? Every game is important the rest of the way. We need to do some pretty special things to get where we want to go at this point, given the late date, and no better time to start than now.
Now, as Dustin Pedroia pointed out today, the Sox still have 6 games against both the Yankees and Rays, 3 at home and 3 on the road for each. That gives them a great chance to make up that 5.5 game deficit. Don, Jerry?
All right, Heidi, thank you very much. No question the head-to-head matchups are very important, but all these games at this point now are important. As the third base umpire, Phil Cuzzy, said he did not go. As you take a look at the situation, the Red Sox 5.5 games back of the Yankees and Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay able to win last night as they came from behind in exciting fashion to beat the Texas Rangers last night. And the Tigers and Jose Valverde able to get by the Yankees last night while the Red Sox were off. Here's a liner that ends up on a hop into the glove of Ibar, who fires to first base to get Kalish. And there's 2 down here in the 3rd inning. I want to remind you to visit the Cumberland Farms Chill Zone. It's all your favorite frozen and fountain refreshments in one place. Any size for just 79 cents. The Chill Zone only at Cumberland Farms. 2 outs here in the 3rd inning. And Darnell McDonald coming up. 263, 7 homers, and 29 runs batted in for Darnell. As we take strike 1. McDonald 5 for 14 on the road trip. And a 2-run homer on Sunday in Texas. First home run since July the 11th. High drive, deep left. He's got another deep, far, and very gone. Jared Weaver retires the first 8 Red Sox he faces. Darnell McDonald takes him out of the yard, and the Red Sox lead it 1-0.
Weaver gives up his 19th home run of the season. He tries to sneak a fastball by inside to Darnell McDonald, and Darnell McDonald breaks the windshield or a window on a car across the street. That ball hit very hard by McDonald. Now let's take a look at the window shattering. Ooh, nice.
Glass shattering home run. Swing and a miss for Marco Scutaro. During the 2010 Red Sox season, Hess and Hess Express will donate $500 to the Pediatric Trauma Program at Children's Hospital Boston. For every home run hit by the Red Sox, Hess and Hess Express committed to helping the cause. They've already donated $81,000. And somebody's going to need a new windshield.
They're in disbelief. They can't believe it. You take pictures of it.
It's outside, and it's 2-2. Causing quite a stir.
It really is. So they want the baseball. The baseball is inside, probably.
I think really the guy whose windshield is broken deserves the baseball, don't you think?
What are the odds of it still being there by the time he gets back to his car, which he probably doesn't know has been crushed already?
Exactly. I'm going to say not real good. Two to Marco Scutaro. His line into right field. Takes it the opposite way and down towards the corner. Marco is headed for 2 as Hunter digs it out. And a stand-up double with 2 down in the inning for Marco Scutaro.
That's now a 4-game hitting streak for Scutaro as he takes a fastball away from Weaver and takes it to the opposite field on that right field line. That's double territory there. Torrey Hunter tracks it down, but by the time he makes the play off the wall, the 2-base hit for Marco Scutaro.
Safe and secure, New York life. Marco Scutaro at second base, 2 down in the inning. Pedroia striking out his first time up as he went looking at his return. First action for Dustin Pedroia since June the 26th when he fractured the bone in his left foot. So a tap foul, and it's 1-1.
Has been active so far in this game. In the second inning, a ground ball that he dives for, just deflects off his glove, bounces up, he's okay. And then involved in a double play as he tracks down Matsui and makes the throw to first base to get the deuce.
And welcome back many times over here at Fenway Park. The laser show. Fans are waiting for it to begin. It's down low, and it's ball 2, 2-1. Things were going so well for Pedroia at the time that he got injured. He had the 3 home runs on the 24th of June in Colorado. And he was hot. 2-1 is rolled over foul, and it's 2-2. And his 27th birthday today. 2 home runs and 3 career games on his birthday in the majors. Red Sox were 3 games out of first when he was injured. Now, of course, in tonight's action, 5.5 back.
And the Red Sox were 23-22 without Pedroia. 1 game over 500.
This is back to Weaver. What a play. Big, tall right-hander reaches up, makes the grab, and fires to first for the out. A home run for Darnell McDonald. Red Sox lead at 1-0. Week at Nesson.com and enter to win a $100 gift card from Nesson to the Yawkey Way store. Clay Buchholz making his bid for a pitcher of the week as he takes the hill for the 4th inning. Red Sox with a 1-0 advantage. This great pitching matchup here tonight at Fenway Park. Clay Buchholz a 13-game winner. Jared Weaver an 11-game winner, and Darnell McDonald able to get to Weaver for a solo shot. That is the difference in the game. Nicer is Turris. Takes ball 1 inside. It's 1-1. Turris grounding out to first base in the first inning. Strike two. Turris likes playing here at Fenway Park. A 304 career average at Fenway, second highest of any American League ballpark. And he's been all over this lineup for Mike Scioscia. He's batted in every spot except for ninth in the order, as this lineup has really been changed quite a bit and on a nightly basis. It's never the same. And Bobby Abreu now leading off for the Angels. The 2-2 pitch. On the ground softly towards second base. Pedroia to his left, and there's one down in the fourth inning. I want to remind you to cool off this summer with the Wally the Green Monster Coolada and enter for a chance to chill out with Wally. Those free Dunkin' Donuts products for your own backyard party. Pick up an entry form at participating Dunkin' Donuts stores for your chance to win. One out in the fourth inning. Alberto Callaspo coming up. Callaspo, another guy who's hit well against Boston. 408 batting average in his career against the Red Sox. Slices it foul back into the seats, and it evens at 1-1. I mention it every time I see him, but Callaspo was the final out in John Lester's no-hitter. Remember the Kansas City Royals at the time. Down and in, and it's 2-1. It's time for the league leaders in the brought to you by Olympia Sports, the official sporting goods retailer, the New England Sports Network. Home run average. This is updated right now, 2.43 for Clay Buchholz. Came in at 2.49, but it at 2.43 right now. John Lester in the top five as well at 2.80.
And just below that is Jared Weaver at 2.87, just behind Lester and Price of Tampa Bay.
There's ball four, and the first free pass given by Clay Buchholz tonight, a one-out walk for Callaspo. So one out, Callaspo at first base, and Torrey Hunter coming up. Hunter with a great grab to save a home run. Robbed Adrian Beltre of a home run, and now bats for the second time tonight, flat out to left in the first inning.
Callaspo with 3 steals, has been caught 1 time.
Torrey Hunter going to the All-Star game again this year, representing the Angels. There's so many times representing the Minnesota Twins. And a big part, of course, of the club last year that came in and swept the Red Sox in the American League Division Series. The trip to the All-Star game was his 4th, and the second time that he has done it as a member of the Angels. 1-0 is in there for a strike, and it's 1-1. Hunter didn't think so.
Buchholz back with the fastball on the 1-0 count, picks up the outside corner.
Defense continues to be extremely strong for Torrey Hunter, committing just 3 errors in the last 387 games. And of course, it's only been 12 games since he has shifted from center to right. Broken bat goes into the crowd as the ground ball to short is thrown out at first as Torrey Hunter. Callaspo takes second base as the bat ends up in behind the Angels dugout.
Yeah, the barrel of the bat actually carried farther than the baseball did. Hope everybody's okay down there in that third base line.
1-2 down in the inning, and Kayaspo now at second base as Hideki Matsui. It's his second look at Clay Buchholz, who's got a single to center, one of 2 Angels hits tonight. There's a ground ball now down the first baseline. Lowell is there. He'll tag the bag himself. They'll wrap up the top of the 4th. We're through 3.5 with the Red Sox on top 1-0. If you need medical care at Fenway, visit the Beth Israel Deaconess First Aid Stand behind Section 12. Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center is the official hospital of the Boston Red Sox. The breaking ball snaps off outside out of the hand of Jared Weaver. Red Sox lead it 1-0 into the bottom of the 4th inning we go. And it's David Ortiz, Victor Martinez, and Adrian Beltre. As Ortiz out ahead of this, fouls it back into the seats. Ortiz struck out in the first inning. One of 2 strikeouts so far for Jared Weaver. Told you off the top that Weaver now 184 strikeouts. Those tops in the majors. Roy Halladay leading in the National League with 175 Ks. But Weaver has had a very good year for the Angels and striking out a lot of people. This is lifted into left center field for a base hit. Just out of the reach of Kayaspo. The shift on the third baseman ended up being the closest. And Ortiz gets it out there to the short lawn and left center.
Well, he made David look bad on a couple of changeups. He struck him out on a changeup last time out. Had a changeup to him in this at bat. Tries another one, but Ortiz able to stay back and serve it into left field for the base hit.
Third hit of the night for the Red Sox. First time they've had the lead runner on as Victor Martinez stands in. And Victor takes strike 1. Grounded out to the shortstop, Eric Ibar, in the second inning. Cute foul. It's 0-2. Remind you to join Jade McCarthy and Yuri Behringer tonight at 11 for Nesson Daily, presented by Sun Life Financial, a show for curious sports fans. David Ortiz with a single to begin things here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Victor Martinez batting now, down in the count, 0-2. There's strike 3. Weaver with his 3rd K of the night. One down here in the 4th inning.
He had pretty much stayed away from Victor Martinez in that at bat, and then comes with a fastball to the inside part of the plate. 2 pitches away, the 3rd pitch down and in.
So Ortiz at first, 1 out. Adrian Beltre robbed of a home run by Torrey Hunter back in the 2nd inning. Reaching into the bullpen in right field to make the catch. Beltre is vying for his 23rd home run of the year. And if not for Torrey Hunter, he would have it. Had it timed perfectly as it worked out. And no doubt would have been gone, but Torrey Hunter makes the grab. In the dirt, and it's a ball and a strike now to Beltre. Weaver appears to be pretty good at deception, even though he's big and tall, and it seems like he is tough to pick up.
He kind of throws across his body, awfully tough on right-handed hitters, especially with that stuff. And you know what's helped him against lefties is that changeup. He's got a very good changeup now, and that certainly has been a big addition against left-handed hitting.
6'7", 205 pounds. 1-1 pitch inside, ball 2. I remember when he first came up, it was one of the more ironic moves you'll ever see. He replaced his brother Jeff Weaver, who was designated for assignment at the time. It's kind of bittersweet for the Weavers. 2-1 is popped up in foul ground. Bobby Wilson coming back will not have a play. And Beltre will have another opportunity with the count 2-2. Swinging a foul tip held onto by Bobby Wilson for strike 3, and it's back-to-back strikeouts for Weaver, 4 in all.
Staying inside with those fastballs. You got Victor Martinez on a fastball inside. Now inside again, inside and down to Adrian Beltre. 4 strikeouts in the game, 3 of them on fastballs, 1 on a changeup.
2 looking, 2 swinging. And there's 2 outs here in the 4th inning. David Ortiz led off with a single. He's still at first. As J.D. Drew stands in. And takes strike 1 from Weaver. Drew grounded out to the second baseman. Meiser is Turris in the 2nd inning. In the dirt, and it's a ball and a strike to Drew. Mike Lowell on deck. 2 outs here in the 4th inning. JD with 4 home runs in his last 5 games. Had 2 on Friday night in Texas. Watches that one sail away, 2-1. Weaver can get to 200 Ks and doesn't appear any reason that he wouldn't. Barring injury, it would be the first time that he's had a 200 strikeout season. He's averaged 9.93 strikeouts per 9 innings. In his last start, surpassed his previous career high in strikeouts. which was a 174. That was last year. Drew with a swing and a miss, and it's a full count.
That's that changeup we were talking about against left-handed hitters. A very effective pitch for Jared Weaver. Even though this one's up in the zone a little bit, it's off-speed enough to fool J.D. Drew.
Updated numbers. Tops in the majors with 186. 3-2. Did Drew go? No, says Phil Cuzzy, third base umpire, and it's ball 4. A 2-out walk. First free pass given up by Weaver. First and second now, a 2 down. It's time now for tonight's Twisted but True Fact. Orlando Cabrera has played 16 years in the major leagues, but Sunday he did something he has never done. He served as the team's bat boy. Cabrera, out of the Reds lineup since the beginning of the month, did all the usual chores, including wearing a jersey with the letters BB on its back. The one difference between him and his fellow bat boys is $2 million paycheck. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea is the refreshing hard iced tea that tastes like real iced tea. Be a little twisted.
Well, setting the tone for bat boys around baseball, they should be paid like Cabrera.
Two on, 2 down. Mike Lowell with a chance here. Red Sox trying to get to Jared Weaver. And Lowell out ahead of this, lands it foul back into the seats. The Yankees tonight are out to a 3-1 advantage over the Tigers in the third from Yankee Stadium. Tampa Bay with a 3-0 lead over Texas. They're in the second in Tampa Bay. 0-1. Bounces in. Wilson knocks it down to advance for the Red Sox base runners.
A couple of nice blocks of this inning by Bobby Wilson, the Angels catcher. Expecting the breaking ball this time, so he's expecting the ball in the dirt. Just goes down and blocks it. Doesn't try to catch it.
Two on, 2 down. Lowell winning on a 1-1. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-2.
Not only will you throw the changeup to lefties, but also to righties. It's Mike Lowell out on the front foot.
Ryan Kalish waiting on deck. Down low, and it's 2-2. Back to back on Lowell on changeups. .68 pitches for Mike Scioscia's starting pitcher tonight, Jared Weaver. Down and away, and it's a full count. Everybody in motion here with 2 outs in the 4th inning.
A 3-2 count certainly helps David Ortiz at second base, especially on a base hit to left field. He offered the pitch.
3rd full count of the night for Weaver, about to throw his 70th pitch of his outing. Everybody off on the 3-2. Fouled off to the right now to play. Ortiz single to begin the inning. Martinez struck out. Beltre struck out. Drew walks. 2 on, 2 down, and a 3-2 to Mike Lowell. Up and away, ball 4, and he walks back-to-back batters to load the bases. Mike Butcher is headed out, the pitching coach for the Angels. great fan catcher at Fenway Park. A foul ball off the bat of Mike Lowell just a couple of pitches ago. And that was the D'Angelo's Lobster Nation catch of the day. Find your best catch of the day at D'Angelo. The famous lobster lineup is back and loaded with 100% real lobster. Try their lobster roll, the baked stuffed lobster, or the lobster sandwich. Come on, you deserve D'Angelo.
You tried the lobster sandwich, did you not?
I did. It was fantastic. Not always easy to eat in a 2-minute time period, but I got the job done. Bases loaded, 2 down. Golden opportunity here for the Red Sox against Jared Weaver. Rounded out in the 3rd inning did Ryan Kalish in his first at bat. And he takes strike 1. Kalish in his young career 0 for 2 with the bases loaded. Ortiz at 3rd base, Drew at 2nd, Lowell at 1st, and 2 down. It's outside, and it's 1-1. High fly ball to deep right field. Hunter going back at the wall. It's into the bullpen. A grand slam for Ryan Kalish. His 2nd Major League home run, and the Red Sox are on top 5-0.
Oh, what a nice job by Ryan Kalish to stay back on a changeup. Providing all his own power on that one.
6th grand slam this year for the Red Sox, the 5th at Fenway. And a high fly ball to deep center field off the bat of McDonald sends Borges back onto the warning track. Makes the catch and ends the inning, but the damage is done. A grand slam for Ryan Kalish. A 5-0 Red Sox lead at the end of 4 innings. On Nesson is brought to you in part by Eastern Bank, the official bank of the Red Sox television network. Eastern Bank, the best team in banking. Ryan Kalish hits a grand slam, and the Red Sox lead it 5-0 as we head to the 5th inning. His second major league home run, his first grand slam. A 20-minute wait for Clay Buchholz as the Red Sox put together 4 runs in the 4th inning, lead it 5-0. And a pitch down low to Eric Ibar. Buchholz has surrendered 2 hits. Double to Bobby Abreu, the first batter of the game. Almost took it out of the yard, high off the wall in left. It was a double. And Hideki Matsui's leadoff single in the 2nd inning. He's walked a batter, struck out a batter. And Weaver getting himself into trouble by walking back-to-back batters with 2 outs in the 4th inning. And then giving up the grand slam to Ryan Kalish. The inning had started with Ortiz singling. And then back-to-back Ks for Weaver, back-to-back walks, and then the grand slam. Fouled off, and it's 2-2. Ibar grounded into a 4-3 double play in the 2nd inning. Fly ball to center field. Kalish back a few steps. Puts it away for the first out of the 5th. You can now win with a walk. Get the Goal Getter free iPhone pedometer app from Blue Cross Blue Shield of Massachusetts at bluecrossma.com/goalgetter. One out in the 5th. And Mike Napoli's the batter. He lined out to right field in the 2nd inning. Napoli sitting at 19 home runs on the year. Lines one into left field promptly for a base hit. 1 out single for Napoli, 3rd hit of the game for the Angels.
First hit for the Angels is back in the 2nd inning when Matsui had a base hit. Fastball down and in, and Napoli cleans it out with a line drive to left field.
One out Napoli at first base, and Bobby Wilson, the batter, struck out looking in the 3rd inning, 0 for 1. The only strikeout for Clay Buchholz in the game tonight to this point. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-1.
Cut fastball here from Buchholz to run the count to 1-1. You see that little cut right at the end.
Well, 2-1. And Napoli at first base, 1 out here in the 5th. Outfield playing straight away for Bobby Wilson as Lowell holds on Napoli at first base. On the ground towards 3rd, not hit hard. Beltre will go to 2nd for 1. On to 1st. It is off the glove of Lowell and ends up above the Red Sox dugout and in the seats. They will award 2nd base to Bobby Wilson.
Well, Pedroia got taken out at second base by Napoli, and that's likely what caused that bad throw to first base. See Beltre charging the ball. It feeds Pedroia, but watch Napoli come in hard and causes Pedroia to be just a little bit off with the throw. Lowell can't reach it, and then gets knocked down.
They charge Pedroia with an error. So Wilson at second base with 2 outs in the inning. Peter Borges, 0 for 1. Grounded out to shortstop first time up. Breaking ball missing inside for ball 1 to Borges. Borges 23 years old. Outside and low, and Buchholz upset with himself. Falls behind now, 2-0. Just a 10th round pick in 05. In there for a strike, and it's 2-1 to Borges.
05, so he's a guy that's put some time in the minor leagues. He's not one of those guys that get the rapid rise to the big leagues.
Borges' first year pro ball was 06. And last year had reached the Double-A level, hitting at 281 in 110 games at Double-A. Sends one to shortstop. Scudero on to first for the out. That ends the inning. The Angels leave a runner in scoring position. 4.5 done. 5-0 Boston. Nesson is brought to you in part by Eastern Bank. For each Red Sox win this month, the Eastern Bank Charitable Foundation will donate $500 to the Boys and Girls Clubs of Lynn and Greater Salem. Third ball missing for ball 1 to Marco Scudero. Leads it off for the Red Sox in the home half of the 5th inning. Scudero, Pedroia, and Ortiz here in the 5th. Marco flied out to center field in the first. He doubled in the third. The updated numbers now for Jared Weaver here at Fenway Park, a 7.71 ERA. And a strike over the outside corner, 3-1. Strike. Scudero thought it was inside. Full count.
3-1 fastball inside corner to Marco Scudero.
Pops it up right side. The first baseman Mike Napoli back into fair ground to make the catch for the first out of the inning as we check back in with Heidi.
Well, Don, as soon as Dustin Pedroia broke his foot, the folks at New Balance contacted the Red Sox training staff to come up with a cleat designed to protect his foot. As Pedro Rodriguez from New Balance explains, they tested it using a hydraulic machine designed to replicate a baseball's impact on that part of his foot.
In this particular example, what we were trying to do is impart a force on different materials to see which ones would absorb energy the best and disperse force the best. The combination of foam and plates, this carbon fiber plate with this energy absorbing foam, and you can see that its shape is got that same shape so that it protects the navicular both on the medial side as well as on the superior part of the foot.
The shoe was designed and engineered at the New Balance testing lab right here in Lawrence, Massachusetts, and delivered to Pedroia within 4 days of the injury. Emphasis was placed on the protection, comfort, weight, and, of course, looking cool with Pedroia's signature camouflage design on them. Don, Jerry.
All right, Heidi, thank you very much. Looking cool being the most important part of it all.
Well, in this case, I'm not sure about the looking cool. I think protecting that part of the foot might be the most important thing. But if you can protect it and look cool at the same time, I guess that's a good thing.
Shortstop picked in the backhand, dropped in the backhand by Ibar, but he's got a cannon for an arm, and he is still able to get Pedroia.
He really does have a strong throwing arm from shortstop, and he put it on display right here. A little bobble on the backhand and hit him right in the number 2 underneath the Angels on his uniform, and then that strong throw to first base to just get Dustin Pedroia.
Two down here in the 5th inning, and David Ortiz coming up. David struck out in the 1st inning, singled in the 4th, came around to score the 2nd Red Sox run. A check at 3rd didn't go. This is Phil Cuzzy. And David now riding an 8-game hitting streak. With the base hit in the 4th, it continues. 294 during the 8-gamer. Rattles this to deep left field, sending Abreu back, and it's off the wall. Abreu plays the carom. Ortiz headed for second base. He will get there. A 2-out double for David Ortiz.
Now, second time that Big Papi's going to the opposite field tonight. He went that way on a changeup last time. This time it's a fastball down and away that he'll plant off the left field wall. By the time Abreu's able to play it off the wall and get it back in, Big Papi in scoring position at second base.
9 straight season with at least 25 doubles for David Ortiz. Well, out in that direction, what could be better than winning a pair of green monster tickets? How about throwing out a ceremonial first pitch? Pick up the Boston Sunday Globe this Sunday, August 22nd, and find out how you could win one of these 2 great prizes. Two outs, David Ortiz at second base. Victor Martinez 0 for 2. Victor grounded out to short in the 2nd. He struck out looking in the 4th. Trevor Bell, right-hander, is up in the pen for the Angels. Weaver running into trouble in the 4th inning. The grand slam, and Victor hooks this foul down the right field line. 1-1. 90th pitch of the night for Jared Weaver. Pitching line is brought to you by Boston area Lexus dealers. 4 2/3 now for Weaver. 5 hits, 5 runs. He's given up 2 home runs. Solo shot for Darnell McDonald. The grand slam by Ryan Kalish. And here is the 90th pitch. Martinez hits it out towards deep right center field. Abreu headed back towards the pen, and it's off the wall. Ortiz around from second base. The throw to second, and Martinez is safe. Red Sox lead it 6-0. Well, he didn't miss a home run by very much, getting that short wall in right field right in front of the Boston bullpen.
Yeah, Victor hooking a fastball this time that stays out over the plate and right off the base of the wall out there in front of the Red Sox bullpen. So with 2 outs, Ortiz with a double, then Victor Martinez with a double, and the Red Sox grab another run.
Victor Martinez safe at second, safe and secure, New York life.
I get the creeps when I hear that organ.
Really?
It's like a funeral. Don't you think?
I hadn't noticed till you mentioned it.
Now we like to pay our last respects to Don Orsillo. Dun, dun, dun.
Adrian Beltre bats with the runner at second base and a swing and a miss. Beltre is flat out. Was the great catch by Torrey Hunter. Bring it back from the bullpen, and then struck out in the 4th. As he is down 0-2. Well, 6 Red Sox runs coming with 2 outs. As Weaver running into 2-out trouble again here in the 5th. It's up high for ball 1, 1-2. Weaver averaging over 9 strikeouts per 9 innings, only 4 Ks in the game. And action in the pen. Down and away, and it's 2-2. Missed to the slider. And Daniel Nabu, who got a grand slam in his first at bat. Ryan Kalish getting his first major league grand slam here tonight on his 2nd major league home run. This one sliced foul down the right field line, out of play. Weaver getting Scudero to pop out to first, Pedroia to ground out, or the double by David Ortiz, the double by Victor Martinez that scored Ortiz. Yeah, Beltre trying to hold up. Ball 3. He wanted home plate umpire Brian O'Nora to check.
Make sure he did hold up. He had to be very confident he did.
Swing and a foul tip hits the ground before Wilson can grab it. Full count still.
And Beltre just staying alive on a breaking ball, just getting a piece of it. Give himself another pitch.
Eighth pitch of the at bat for Adrian Beltre. Beltre pops it up. The shortstop Eric Ibar now gives way to the second baseman Meiser's Turris makes the catch in short center. Red Sox had a run at the end of 5 at 6-0 Boston. Kitchen. Visit FW Webb's showrooms, Frank Webb's Bath Centers. For friendly experience guidance, find your showroom at frankwebb.com. 6-0, Red Sox on top of the Los Angeles Angels. As we head to the top half of the 6th inning, it's the top of the Angels order. Bobby Abreu. 1 for 2, takes strike 1. Abreu with a double in the first inning, grounded out in the third. 1 for 2. And possesses one of only 3 hits tonight for the Angels against Clay Buchholz. With 1 strikeout, 1 walk. Looking for his 14th win of the year as he comes in at 13-5 with 2.49 earned run average. He's given up no runs through the first 5 innings. Inside, and it's ball 3, 3-1. Meiser's Turris, then Alberto Callaspo to bat here in the 6th inning. 3-1 is hit to left field, sending Darnell McDonald back and onto the base of the track to make the grab for the first out of the 6th inning. The time now for tonight's AT&T trivia question. Who was the Angels starting pitcher on August 17th of 2007 against the Red Sox? Clay Buchholz made his major league debut against the Angels at Fenway Park 3 years ago today. Meiser's Turris takes ball 1 outside. Turris has grounded out twice, once to first, once to second base. For a strike, and it's 2-1. Stirs tardy on the fastball at 96, and it's 2-2.
The velocity has been very consistent tonight with Clay Buchholz from the first inning on. 96, as Don mentioned, on that last fastball, down and away.
Buchholz can't get it. It's out to Pedroia quickly to first for the out. And his Turris is out number 2.
You see that fastball down to 93, 91. That's usually the cut fastball as we look at Kevin Youkilis. Just fresh off surgery.
And they made the wise decision not to have Kevin fly down to join the team in Texas. He wanted to. And Terry Francona said, "It's hot. Stay where you're at. We'll see when we get back." And Yuko's back with the team. He wants to be here and certainly would rather be on the field. Alberto Callaspo with 2 outs here in the 6th inning. Callaspo reaching on a fielder's choice in the first, walked in the 4th inning. Heard from Theo Epstein earlier in a soundbite in an interview that he did with Peter Gammons that he was talking about earlier. And right now, this is about as healthy as the Red Sox are going to be for a while. So we get a look now with Dustin Pedroia back. As you get your entire rotation back together again without Buchholz and Beckett for a while. Now a chance to run off some wins and make a run here, especially with the teams that they're playing in this 9-game homestand. A chance to get some stuff started here at home.
In time, you'll probably get Veritek back. We don't know about Ellsbury, but he's right. This is pretty much the club that you're going to have from here on out.
Tie ball 3, and frustrated as Buchholz, 3-1. You're playing an Angels team right now that has had a tough season. They're 8 games back of Texas. And of course, they start this homestand. And the Toronto Blue Jays, who the Red Sox have dominated on this season, as well as the Angels. Red Sox have not lost to the Angels this year, and have a 6-0 lead tonight. Then Toronto comes in, and then the Seattle Mariners, who are 46-73. They're 22 games out of the AL West.
And have really played poorly on the road this year.
Now they have 17 wins on the road. They're 17-41. 3-2 to center field. Deep was Kalish. It's falling fast, and Kalish can't catch it. Able to play it on a hop and get it back in quickly is Callaspo. He's got a base hit with 2 down here in the 6th inning.
Ball sinking very quickly on Kalish. Goes into the dive. Deflects off the heel of the glove. Keeps it in front of him. And keeps Callaspo at first base with a single. Nice effort by the Red Sox center fielder.
His second straight start in center field as the Red Sox take a look at Kalish in that capacity. 2 outs here in the 6th inning. Callaspo at first, and Torrey Hunter is the batter. It's 0 for 2. Flied out to left and grounded out to third base. Only strike 1 to Hunter. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2.
Buchholz again with that changeup to the right-handed hitter. Had Hunter swinging for the fences, but to pull the string on the off-speed pitch.
It's outside, 1-2. You flied out to the warning track for the first out as Turris with a ground out. Alberto Callaspo with a single to center field. So 2 on, a runner on, and Hideki Matsui waiting on deck. The 1-2 pitch is inside with the fastball. 2-2. Colts winning his last 3 decisions. One at Los Angeles back on July 26, no decision against the Tigers, and then wins at New York and at Toronto. The Yankees' effort was 7 1/3, 3 runs. Then last time out at Toronto, 8 innings, 1 run. It was unearned. Chopped right side, a vacated right side, and into right field for a base hit. Callaspo will stop at second as the throw comes back in from Drew in right, and Torrey Hunter finds a wide open right side. It's time for a game break, and Catherine Tappan. Catherine? Okay, Catherine, thank you very much. Back here at Fenway, where the Red Sox are out to a 6-0 advantage, but the Angels are making some noise here in the 6th inning. After Buchholz gets 2 outs, a single for Callaspo, a single for Hunter. And here is Hideki Matsui. He singled in the 2nd, grounded out in the 4th. Pitching line is brought to you by Ace Ticket. And Buchholz 5 2/3, no runs. 87 pitches. Struck out Bobby Wilson. He walked Alberto Callaspo. In the dirt and blocked by Victor Martinez. 1-1. Actually now 2-0 with that pitch in the dirt. As Victor will head out and talk to Clay Buchholz. I'll remind you about what's coming up tomorrow. A one-of-a-kind trip to see the Bruins play in Prague in October. It'll be on the Jimmy Fund auction block. You want to visit NESN.com Jimmy Fund for further details. It's a great auction item so far as part of the Jimmy Fund auction, and another one coming up tomorrow.
And if you don't win that, the game will be televised on NESN from Prague.
From Prague.
From Prague, yes.
Well, 2 down, 2 on. Hideki Matsui with a count of 2-0. And late that time on a 95-mile-an-hour fastball.
Actually, they're playing the first 2 regular season games, and both of those games will be televised on NESN from Prague. It's kind of like when we went to Japan. They're going to Prague. Is Prague closer than Japan?
I think so. A little bit. About half. 2-1 is outside. It's 3-1.
Well, they tell us it's about an 8-hour flight, so that's like nothing.
That's nothing.
You can do that every day.
I slept 8 hours on the flight to Japan and was up, and so I had plenty of time to enjoy the flight.
Oh, yeah. Many more meals, a few cocktails.
Sui fouls the 3-1 off, and it's a full count. Mark Ibar on deck here in the 6th inning. The Angels trying to cut into a 6-run deficit. The Colts having to work a little harder here in the 6th inning. He's got Cayaspo at second base, Hunter at first base, and 2 down. All 4 very high, and there's the second walk given up by Buchholz. All of a sudden the bases are loaded, and this will bring John Farrell out. Well, the best catch of the season is now at Uno. Their new summer menu is packed with unbelievable lobster dishes to choose from and so much more. But hurry, it's only here for a limited time. Uno, way deeper than pizza.
That's the first time tonight we've seen Clay Buchholz in a little bit of a struggle here in the 6th inning. Back-to-back base hits, the walk to Matsui, and Felix Doubront getting loose in the Red Sox bullpen.
We're here at Fenway Park in Boston. Don Orsillo with Jerry Remy and Heidi Watney bringing you Red Sox baseball in high definition on NESN. The coordinating producer of Red Sox baseball is Russ Kent. Senior coordinating director is Michael Narachi. Associate producer Jim White. And production assistant Kate Galvin. And our NESN's executive producer is Joel Fell. It is game 1 of this 3-game series between the Red Sox and the Angels. Bases loaded, 2 outs for Los Angeles. Eric Ibar, the batter. And he takes ball 1.
Last 2 innings, Buchholz has had a 20-minute wait and a 15-minute wait prior to coming back and doing his work.
Ibar has grounded into a double play and flied out to center field. He's 0 for 2. As he takes a strike over the outside corner, 1-1. This will be the 30th pitch of the inning for Clay Buchholz, who started this inning 65 pitches deep into his outing through 5. The hardest he's had to work all night. He's not out of it yet. Down the first baseline, and Lowell's got it. He'll take it to the bag for the out and gets Buchholz out of the inning unscathed. They strand 3 to the Angels, 6-0 Red Sox. Just like the Red Sox, the local hometown favorite baseball team, Dunkin' Donuts is the hometown favorite for coffee. Dunkin' Donuts would like to recognize the hometown favorite fan of the game, going above and beyond, just like Dunkin'. With 60 years of coffee greatness, Dunkin' Donuts is #1 for iced coffee. And Trevor Bell into the game here for the Angels, as done as Jared Weaver after 5 innings in tonight's game. So this call to the bullpen is brought to you by New England Ford dealers. Pitch high to J.D. Drew. And it's a ball and 2 strikes. Trevor Bell, his 21st appearance, 1-3 record. 5.86 ERA. Got a 52 hits and 35 in the third. As Drew fouls that off into the seats. J.D. tonight has grounded out to second base, walked and scored. Drew did not go, says Phil Cuzzy. Just a 5-inning effort tonight for Jared Weaver. He gives up 6 hits and 6 runs, 2 home runs, a solo shot, and a grand slam mixed in there. He walked 2, had 4 strikeouts on the hook. There's a ground ball at his Turris at second base. J.D. Drew is out number 1 of the 6th inning.
That's the 8-9 guys in the lineup that really did some damage tonight against Weaver. The grand slam by Kalish, the solo home run by Donnell McDonald.
Introducing Arbor Coat Exterior Stain by Benjamin Moore. Revolutionary waterborne stain that outperforms the best oil-based stains on the market. Find Arbor Coat at your local Benjamin Moore retailer. 1 out in the 6th inning. Mike Lowell flied out to right field in the 3rd inning. He walked and scored in the 4th. Down the third baseline, foul. Mike tonight making his 14th start at first base. He's gone 5 for 9 against the Angels this season as part of the season series. Beach ball has come out on the field out in center field. He is inside for ball 4. 1 out walk. Lowell has walked for the 2nd time tonight.
Play of the game is brought to you by Aspen Dental. Let us help you find your smile. Up to this point in the ball game, it's Ryan Kalish's grand slam on a changeup from Jared Weaver. Kalish into the Red Sox bullpen. The grand slam coming in the 4th inning.
At 22 years and 142 days old tonight, Ryan Kalish became the youngest Red Sox player to hit a grand slam since Tony Canigliaro did it. 20 years and 229 days old was Canigliaro on August 24th of 1965. He did it against the Washington Senators at Fenway Park. And 0-1 to Ryan Kalish. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Safely in 10 of his first 15 major league games. Swing and a miss, and Kalish is down on strikes. First strikeout for Trevor Bell, 2 down in the 6th inning.
this might have been a changeup from Trevor Bell. Something off speed right here, down in the zone. Read 89 on the radar gun, but it didn't appear to be that quick.
2 outs in the inning. Lowell at first base and Darnell McDonald the batter. In a solo shot back in the 3rd inning.
The Amica Pitch Zone is brought to you by Amica Insurance. Amica Insurance is not just how you're covered, it's how you're treated. And it's the Darnell McDonald home run, a fastball inside that he cleans out and hits over the green monster, over the monster seats, and into the parking lot.
Fastball at 94 inside, missing, and it's 3-0 now to Darnell McDonald, who hit a 2-run home run on Sunday at Texas. So, day off yesterday and a home run tonight. Rio is in there for strike 1. Inside, ball 4. Second walk of the inning given up by Trevor Bell. 2 on for Boston with 2 outs. Time now for the answer to tonight's AT&T trivia question. Who was the Angels starting pitcher on August 17th of 07 against the Red Sox? Now a member of the Boston Red Sox, John Lackey. Lackey took the loss for the Angels in the Red Sox 8-4 win. Lackey gave up 7 runs in 4 innings and allowed David Ortiz to hit his 20th home run of the year. Clay Buchholz made his major league debut that night, tossing 6 innings and allowing 3 runs. And of course, Clay Buchholz's second start was his no-hitter, which came against the Orioles. So Lackey was a loser that night. 2 outs, 2 on. Marco Scutaro batting here for the 4th time tonight. As he takes strike 1 over the outside corner. Kind of ironic that it is 3 years to the day that Clay Buchholz will be pitching here at Fenway Park against the team that he made his major league debut against. Swing and a foul tip, 0-2. Things have gone well for him in this outing. He's through the first 6 innings. He's given up no runs. In his debut, gave up 3 runs in 6 innings. And tonight looking for his 14th win of the year, coming in at 13-5. Trying to win his 4th straight decision. Scutaro sends it out towards right center field. Over is Hunter to make the running catch. A good jump, gets over and makes the grab. Red Sox stranded pair through 6. It's 6-0 Boston.
Sox baseball on NESN is brought to you by Foxwoods.
6-0, the Red Sox on top of the Angels. It's the top of the 7th inning as Mike Napoli leads it off here for the Angels. Napoli 1 for 2. He singled in the 5th inning. Lined out to right in the 2nd. Buchholz having to work hard in the 6th inning. And the Angels had the bases loaded. And you see as the pitches by inning, 30 pitches in that 6th inning. Get that pitch count up pretty high. Came into that 65, so 2 in this inning's up to 97. Saw Felix Doubront last inning starting to warm up, and he has continued in the pen. Strike 2-2. Napoli will be followed by Bobby Wilson. And Peter Borges in the inning. Nice picture. 2-2 fouled off to the right. We'll do it again. The pinch hitter has come out on deck for Bobby Wilson, so it won't be the catcher who we will see next. Howie Kendrick will be batting in place of Wilson. On the ground right side, Lowell to the backhand as Buchholz covers the bag, and they're able to get Napoli plenty of time to spare. 1 down in the 7th inning. Well, on Thursday and Friday during the Jimmy Fund Radio Telethon, follow the march to this year's goal of $5 million on the Arbella Insurance Tote Board. Every gift counts, so don't forget to make yours. Arbella, here for the Jimmy Fund, here for good. We asked Red Sox Nation so many times to give, and we will do so again coming up here on Thursday and Friday. 2 days of the Jimmy Fund Radio Telethon here from Fenway Park. One down in the 7th inning is Howie Kendrick. Pinch hits. And really 270, 9 homers, 58 runs batted in. Wilson had been 0 for 2. Being pinch hit for here in the 7th inning. 103 tonight for Clay. 101 is average and 117 is the high. Kendrick 1 for 3 as a pinch hitter on the year. Fouls this one off, and it's 1-2. Dunkin' Donuts is in its 11th year of hosting local youth groups and charitable organizations in the Dunkin' Dugout, a special seating section at Fenway Park. Thousands of children had the chance to catch a Red Sox home game thanks to Dunkin' Donuts, and it's filled up pretty good out there tonight. And as always, we thank our friends from Dunkin' Donuts for dropping off refreshments to the booth. 1-2 is fouled off to the right again.
Do you have sugar in your coffee, Don?
I do.
Yeah, I think I got your coffee tonight. Wow. My God. How much sugar do you put in it?
2.
Wow.
Too much for you?
I took 1 sip and I yeah. Almost gagged.
You normally have it straight up, right?
Yeah, straight up.
I can't do straight up. It has to be sweetened a little bit.
Put cream in it too?
Yeah. 2 sugars in case you're wondering next time.
Good question there, Russ.
2-2 is fouled off. What is Russ asking?
He asked where Wally was.
That's a great question. Seems to be missing.
You don't recall the last homestand when you insulted him and said that you hoped he fell out the window, and many other people hope so too?
I did not say that. I said he fell out the window, and then I mentioned it might not be the worst thing in the world.
Right.
Swing and a miss. Kendrick strikes out. He's saying, no, don't tell me something awful has happened to Wally.
No, I have no idea.
I feel bad.
I have no idea what's happened to him. I have no idea where he is. He was not on the last road trip. And to this point, apparently was very insulted, and you made it sound like you would be happy if he fell out, and also that many of the people would be happy. So obviously that hurt his feelings, and he hasn't been seen for it since.
So he's missing because of something I did or said.
Well, I could only guess because that's the last time I've seen him out, and I haven't seen him anywhere else. So
his chair's here and he's not here, and now I feel kind of bad.
So you made yourself feel good about that, and you said that a lot of people hope that happened.
No, I never said that a lot of people feel that way.
Little children.
I said, and I remember specifically saying that it would be terrible if it happened.
It's not what you said. We could replay that. I'm sure they can go back and find it. By the way, that's just the wall that hangs on the ballpark. But the one that brought a couple of championships to this team is MIA.
MIA. Is there a chance that he is back in rehab again, or
no? I have no idea. But ever since that day, I have not found him. I haven't spoken with him.
Where's Wally? 1-2 is outside, and it's 2-2.
You didn't even notice he wasn't on the road trip, did you?
To be honest, I really didn't.
Oh.
But here's the thing: he's never really talked to me, so I don't really feel like I have any real connection with him.
He can certainly hear.
Swing and a miss. If you know where Wally is, please let us know. Feeling very badly. It's 6-0 Red Sox. On top of the Angels as we head to the home half of the 7th inning. John Farrell talking it over with Clay Buchholz. Likely done at 113 pitches through 7 innings, and the Red Sox with a 6-run lead. As Trevor Bell back on the mound here for the Angels. Changes for the Angels. Kendrick stays in the game after pinch hitting for Bobby Wilson. He comes in at first base. Moving from first to behind the plate is Mike Napoli. And a pop-up into shallow right center field off the bat of Pedroia. He is caught by Borges, the center fielder. There's one down here in the 7th inning. It's time now for the double play of the week, brought to you by Papa Gino's. Part of Dustin Pedroia's return to the Red Sox lineup tonight. Papa Gino's double play meal deal is back in 2 large cheese pizzas for just $17.99 and save up to 25%. Papa Gino's, the official pizza of the Boston Red Sox. One out in the 7th inning as Pedroia flies out to shallow center. David Ortiz, 2 hits and 3 at-bats tonight, a single and a double. He struck out back in the first. for a strike, and it's 2-1. Spinning swing and a miss for David Ortiz, 2-2. Ortiz now, Martinez next. Boston batting in the 7th inning with a 6-0 lead. And out of the pen, Trevor Bell ready with his 30th pitch. Ortiz with a shift on. It's the shortstop Ibar. Goes out Ortiz, and there's 2 down in the inning. It's time now for your NESN Daily Need to Know, presented by Sun Life Financial. Okay, Jade, we'll be looking forward to that later on tonight. 2 outs in the 7th inning here, and Victor Martinez, the batter, a double in the 5th inning to drive in a run. Red Sox 6th run of the night. 45 RBIs on the season for Victor Martinez. Center field, sending Borges back onto the base of the track to make the catch that ends the 7th. It's a 1-2-3 inning. Through 7, 6-0 Boston.
Heat things up with liquid Sundays at the pool at the MGM Grand at Foxwoods, presented by Mood Swing 360. The hottest DJs spin tunes from noon to sundown every Sunday.
6-0. The Red Sox on top as we enter the 8th inning of play from Fenway Park. The pitcher on for the Red Sox after 7 innings from Clay Buchholz is Felix Dubron. His 8th appearance is 2-2 with a 4.74 earned run average. Logged 19 innings total between starting and relieving. 276 opponent batting average. And his first career save on Saturday at Texas after his first career hold on Friday night. His second win on the 10th of August at Toronto, went an inning in the 3rd. He had 3 starts with the Red Sox, going 1-2 with a 4.11 earned run average before going back to Pawtucket and working out of the pen to get ready for this stint, his 3rd stint with the Red Sox this season. Bobby Abreu takes strike 1 to begin the 8th. On the ground up the middle, but ranging is Scudero. He's playing towards the bag at second and throws out Abreu for the first out here of the 8th.
Tomorrow night, it's Olympia Sports presents the Boston Globe Red Sox Game Day Live with Catherine Tappan and Peter Gammons. They'll bring you part 2 of Peter's conversation with Red Sox Executive Vice President and General Manager Theo Epstein. Catch it tomorrow night at 6, only on Nesson.
Lackey, who beat his old team last time he faced them in Los Angeles. 10-7, matched up against Scott Kazmir, the lefty, who's really had a tough time at the end of his time with Tampa Bay and the beginning of his tenure with the Angels. He is 8-10 this season with a higher run average of 6.36. Meiser's Turris batting with a count of 1-0 and 1 out. Buchholz tonight going the first 7 innings, 5 hits, no runs, walked 2, struck out 3. Out of a bases loaded jam with 2 outs in the 6th inning, the inning that he had to work the hardest. Threw 30 pitches in the 6th inning and then finished off strong as he retired the side in order in the 7th, striking out the last 2 batters he faced. 3 Ks in all tonight and a chance for his 14th win of the year.
Another beautiful performance tonight by Clay Buchholz. He is right on time right now.
15th start that he's gone at least 7 innings. Deep into the ball game tonight. Plenty of run support for him. There is ball 4 and a 1-out walk for his Turris. 3rd walk given up by Red Sox pitching in the game tonight. 1-out base runner here.
After the game, it's WB Mason Extra Innings Live with Catherine Tappan and Peter Gammons. They'll bring you post-game reaction from Terry Francona and Clay Buchholz. That and much more after the game on WB Mason Extra Innings Live.
1 out, 1 on. Alberto Callaspo has been on base 3 times in the game tonight. Lines one to short. Scudero's got it. Look towards first, but as Turris back to the bag, Callaspo lining out to the shortstop, 2 down.
Looks like his Turris at first base, not quite far enough off the bag to make a throw. It looked like Scudero wanted to flip the ball to Dustin Pedroia. But no chance to get the double play at first base.
So 2 down here in the 8th. Turris still at first base and Torrey Hunter the batter. As he takes strike 1. Fights it off, foul, and it's 0-2. Felix Dubron winning his major league debut. It was over another Los Angeles team, beat the Dodgers 10-6 back on June 18th. They got 5 runs in 5 innings. Curveball is lined into left field, kind of a hanger. And Torrey Hunter got down in the counts, able to single as Turris takes second base, 2 on with 2 outs.
And that pitch so far for Dubron's been pretty darn good. The curveball, but this time leaves it up in the zone, and Torrey Hunter with a hard line drive to left field for the base hit.
Red Sox Baseball on Nesson is brought to you by Eastern Bank, awarded highest customer satisfaction in retail banking in the New England region by J.D. Power and Associates. 2 on, 2 down here in the 8th. And Hideki Matsui coming up. He singled in the 2nd, grounded out in the 4th, and walked in the 6th inning. That was all against Clay Buchholz. Strike 1 to Matsui. Action in the pen. Daniel Bard is up. Matsui lines it to right field, in for a base hit. They will hold the runner at third. Drew's throw is into the plate, and a wise decision perhaps to hold his Torres there. Certainly down 6-0. They get the bases loaded now with 2 outs in the inning, and they don't send him with 2 outs, but out comes John Farrell now to talk to Dubron, who's in trouble here now in the 8th all of a sudden.
Yeah, no sense in taking any chance at all down by the 6 runs at this stage of the ball game. Ball was hit hard. Good charge put on by J.D. Drew, and they hold the runner at third base.
Visit the official online shop of the Boston Red Sox at redsox.com. Get your gear from the official source, the redsox.com shop. Accept no substitutes. And Felix Dubron trying to get out of jam now here in the 8th. It's Meiser's Turris at third base, Torrey Hunter at second base, Hideki Matsui at first base, and 2 down in the 8th. Eric Ibar 0 for 3. Grounded into a double play, flight out to center, grounded out to first. For strike 1 to Ibar. He's 1 for 6 this year in this category, but 310 overall in his career with the bases loaded. Time Dubron has been in a game with the bases loaded. Batter's 0 for 2 with a strikeout against him. He's been able to get out of it. See what happens here with 2 outs in the 8th. Elevates, and Ibar strikes out. Dubron is out of the jam. 6-0 Red Sox. A grand slam, first of his Major League career for Ryan Kalish. Back in the fourth inning that opened this game up. With the Red Sox on top 5-0 at the time. They lead 6-0 and get plenty of good pitching tonight from Clay Buchholz. 7 shutout innings against the Angels for Buchholz. 5 hits, 2 walks, 3 Ks. A chance for his 14th win of the year as the Red Sox have a 6-0 advantage heading into the bottom of the 8th inning. More Trevor Bell and Adrian Beltre leading it off. Taking strike 1, he didn't think so. Bell in relief into his 3rd inning. It's the 6th, the 7th, and working here in the 8th. Beltre lines one into left field, a base hit. Just over the outstretched glove of Eric Ibar, the shortstop for the Angels. And Adrian Beltre aboard here to begin the 8th.
Well, Beltre picks up his first hit of the night. Now a mini 4-game hitting streak for Beltre as he gets the fastball. Little topspin line drive just over the leap of Eric Ibar at shortstop for the base hit.
So Beltre at first base here in the 8th. J.D. Drew, the batter. 0 for 2 with a walk. As he takes ball 1 away. Felix Dubront working the 8th. Michael Bowden now warming in the pen for Boston. Drew was grounded out twice and walked. Out of the count, 2-0. There's a strike, 2-1. Bell ran into some trouble in the 6th inning relief, walking 2, but otherwise has retired everybody that he's faced until this inning when Beltre singled to begin the inning. Here's a ground ball, possible double play ball. Stirs to second for 1, on to first for 2. And 2 down now in the 8th.
After the game tonight, it's Granite City Electric Red Sox final with Catherine Tappan and Peter Gammons. They'll bring you Major League Baseball highlights as the Blue Jays and Rays battle down at Tropicana Field. Don't miss it after the game, only on NESN.
Two down in the 8th for Mike Lowell. He was fly to right, walked twice in the game tonight. As he takes ball 1 away. This is a line drive to the left. It's a fair ball to the corner. Abreu to it in the corner as Lowell headed for second base. And he'll get himself a double. Abreu had some trouble getting it out down there in the left field corner, but it's a double for Lowell with 2 down in the 8th.
We can't see that left field corner from our vantage point, but it took forever for the ball to come out of there. The line shot by Lowell down into the corner. Bounces off the padding at the 310. Abreu tracks it down. And by that time, Mike Lowell in at second base with a double.
Well, the in-game box score is brought to you by Mass Mutual. And the only multi-hit game belongs to David Ortiz with 2 hits tonight, 2 for 4. But the big damage down at the bottom. Kalish with his first career grand slam, and Darnell McDonald with a home run. The 8-9 men in that Red Sox lineup. They have combined for 5 of the 6 RBIs in this game. Victor Martinez the other. Ryan Kalish the grand slam in the 4th inning. In the dirt, gets behind Napoli, no advance. Second base for Lowell. This one is chopped to first. Kendrick has got it and tags the bag at first to end the inning. We have played 8 from Fenway at 6-0 Boston. Sox on top of the Angels as we head to the ninth, and it's time now for a look at the road ahead, brought to you by Safeco Insurance. Tomorrow will be game 2 of the series. It'll be John Lackey making his 3rd start of the year against his old team. Lackey's made 1 start against the Angels here at Fenway and 1 against them in Anaheim. He's won both starts, has allowed only 3 runs in 14 1/3 innings. Angels batters hitting only at 180 against him. Michael Bowden is into the game to pitch the 9th inning. Bowden's 5th appearance, a 2.70 earned run average. 3 1/3 innings. He's given up a walk, 4 strikeouts, and sitting at 400 against Bowden so far. He gave up 1 run in 1 inning on Sunday at Texas. Then his first outing since he had been recalled from AAA Pawtucket on Saturday. Second stint with the Red Sox this season. 3 relief appearances, 2 1/3 scoreless innings with the Red Sox on the 18th through the 21st of July when he first came up, back again and working out of the bullpen. Mike Napoli started the game as the first baseman. He's now the catcher, and he leads it off in the 9th inning. Felix Dubron got into a jam in the 8th as he went an inning, giving up 2 hits and a walk, but his strikeout of Eric Ibar got him out of the inning without allowing a run. I want to remind you to stay with us after the game. WB Mason's Extra Innings Live. Complete post-game coverage coming up. Catherine Tappan and Peter Gammons after the game tonight. And it has gone very well to this point for the Red Sox, on top 6-0.
The only frustrating thing is when you look at that scoreboard, the Yankees are winning and Tampa Bay is winning.
That's a 5-2 Yankees lead in the 7th in New York, and 5-0 lead for Tampa Bay over Texas. To Napoli. He is driven to left. McDonald is there to make the catch on the liner. Right at him for the first out of the 9th. Remind you, tomorrow, a one-of-a-kind trip to see the Bruins play in Prague in October will be on the Jimmy Fund auction block. Visit NESN.com/Jimmy Fund for further details. In their first strike. Kendrick struck out as he pinched hit in the 7th inning. So his second at bat tonight. Bowden's 0-1 is inside, and it's 1-1. On the ground to second baseman Dustin Pedroia. On to first, 2 down. And Dustin tonight back at second base for the Red Sox. Amazing to think that the Red Sox still have 8 players currently on the DL. They've had 17 different players overall placed on the DL this season. 21 total stints this year, and the Red Sox have had 40 different players appear in a game this season. Tops among American League clubs. Seattle is next with 37. But it has really been an amazing year as far as injuries have gone and the number of players that have donned a Red Sox uniform this year. Borges takes strike 1. One is fouled off below us, and it's 0-2. The Red Sox amazing 7-0 against the Angels coming into tonight's game. Chance to get their 8th win without a loss against the Angels. And it's been a remarkable season series. The 0-2 pitch to Peter Borges is fouled off. Don't forget, after the game, to stay with us for Granite City Electric Red Sox Finals coming up from our Nesson HD Television Center. And all the highlights of Tigers and Yankees, Rangers and Rays. There's an in-depth look at this one tonight. 0-2 is a swing and a miss. Strike 3 and the ball game is over. The Red Sox blank the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim in Game 1 of the 3-game series. 7th shutout this season for the Red Sox, and Clay Buchholz outstanding tonight in his 7 innings.
Well, a lot of nice stories in this game, Don. Clay Buchholz obviously one of those. He's been absolutely lights out recently pitching for the Red Sox. The return to Dustin Pedroia in this game, and Brian Kalish with the grand slam home run along with Donnell McDonald. You're talking about all the injuries and what a frustrating year it has been for that, but you've seen guys like Kalish come up, McDonald here almost all season long doing good things. So a lot of the good things happening tonight for the Red Sox, and they pick up the win.
A 6-0 blanking of the Angels. We're back with more from Fenway Park after this.